What is going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? So I decided that I'm going to do a ranking every NBA team going into 2021 tier list. I'm going to be ranking them into 5 different categories or sections, however you want to call them. Title contention, these are the teams I think could potentially win the 2021 NBA Finals, and they have the best chance of doing so. 100% chance at making the playoffs, like bearing any injury or total collapse, they will make the playoffs. Fringe playoff teams, which are pretty much teams that are going to be maybe the 7th, the 8th seeds, and also the 9th and the 10th seeds, the teams that are playing in the play-in tournament as well. Probably not playoff teams, maybe around like the 10 to 14 seeds or 10 to 13 seeds, and then 100% not making the playoffs. Even if their players ball out, I just can't see a way that they go in the playoffs. So sorry, I am losing my voice a little bit. Yeah, so that kind of sucks, so just bear with me on that. Also, if you guys want to see me do this, maybe ranking every team, starting point guard, shooting guard, center, or just any other rankings, let me know in the comments below. And remember, this is just my opinion. This is not anything, I'm not like an expert. It's just me wanting to talk basketball, because I know people are going to get upset where I place their team. So just bear with me on that. So we could start off, I guess we'll do the way they came up here. So the Rockets are 100% making the playoffs. If they don't trade James Harden. This is recorded on December 6th. The whole Instagram story thing just happened with Harden. So I don't know what's going on there, and he didn't practice. But with Harden, with John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins, Christian Wood, Eric Gordon, Ben McLemore, PJ Tucker, they're making the playoffs 100%. I don't think there's a way where they don't make it. So they're 100% in the playoffs. Same with the Heat. They were in the finals last year, but I don't think they're going to be title contenders this year. I think the bubble helped them out a lot, and I think they rode the hot wave, and they were just a very streaky team. Not overall, but just in the playoffs. I think they were all on fire at the same time or the right time, and I think I think I'd rather put them in title contention over the Rockets. I'm not really going to rank them in their sectors, but I don't think the Heat are going to be title contenders again. Maybe I'll change it at the end of the video, but I just don't see it. Charlotte is probably... this one's tough because it's between fringe playoff or probably not. Like, I don't see them being a 7th, 8th seed, no way, record-wise. But with the play-in tournament now, like, they could be the 10th seed and then make it. So, I'm going to go back to the Hornets. We'll move them down there. I'll go back. Magic, I'm going to guess, are a fringe playoff team in the East. I think they'll get probably the last play-in spot for the play-in tournament. Like, I think the play-in tournament teams are, what, 7 to 10? Or is it 8 to 10? Either way, like, I could see them alongside with, like, the Wizards. I don't really want to spoil anything else I'm going to do, but, like, I think they'll be potentially a 9th or 10th seed, and they'll be playing in the play-in tournament. The Raptors are 100% making the playoffs. I don't think they're title contenders. I think they are going to take a small step back this year, as they were the 2 seed last year, and I think we'll see a little bit of regression. They'll pretty much be heavy or reliant on Pascal Siakam and Fred VanVleet. Kyle Lowry, we'll see if he regresses at all since he's getting up there in age. And we'll see what maybe if Terrence Davis plays, Norman Powell will do maybe a bigger role. And OG Anunoby, will he take that next step? And then they got Aaron Baines. Clippers, like them or not, they are title contenders with the roster they have. I just think they are. Like, last year, they did lose in round 2. Not even in the conference finals, in round 2. If I'm going to put title contenders in there, they got to be one of them. I think I'll end up having like 4 teams in there. I think they're going to be one of them. I do. I think they're too talented not to put them as a category up above these guys. Minnesota is probably not making the playoffs unless we see a huge defensive jump from Karl Anthony Towns, and Anthony Edwards is really good right away. Same with potentially Jaden McDaniels. I don't see them even making the fringe. The West is just too loaded. It's too loaded. Sixers, 100% making the playoffs. I don't see a way that they don't unless Embiid and Simmons get major injuries. Hawks are fringe playoff. I think they are going to be in the play-in tournament, which will help. I did tweet out my conference predictions and on my main channel today, I am uploading my full 2021 season predictions, and I have them in the seeding, which would put them in the playoff or the play-in tournament, so they're going to be a fringe playoff team for me. The Blazers are tough because the West is so loaded, and like there is a way they can be the 8th seed. There is, and then is that fringe playoff? Do I put them in fringe? I think they're making it. I think they were a playoff team last year. Obviously, the play-in tournament helped. But I think Robert Covington's going to be huge for them. They're going to get a full healthy year, hopefully, out of Yusuf Nurkic. And they still have Damian Lillard. So, Celtics, I don't think they're title contenders. I think they're 100% making the playoffs. I think they're in the realm of, like, these other Eastern Conference teams. Like, I'd rather have the Celtics, I think, making it further. I know the Heat beat them last year, but over the Heat this year, the Sixers and the Raptors, because I think Jason Tatum is going to take another jump, and he's going to kind of solidify himself as a top 15, 20 guy in the NBA if he's not already. So Spurs are probably not making the... I'm putting 100% now. Yeah, it's weird. It is so weird doing that, but I just don't even think they make it. Like, even if... I just don't think they're talented enough in the West, but maybe, like, I don't know, having Minnesota... I'll put probably not. I'll put, if I can't really put them in different brackets than Minnesota. I just can't. Because the West, it's so loaded. Like, there's going to be a lot of good teams that aren't going to make the playoffs. Like, there's a potentially a way that the Suns or the Pelicans both don't make the playoffs, or the Warriors, or the Jazz. It's the Western Conference is very loaded this year. So next up, we have the Milwaukee Bucks. They're title contenders, man. They have arguably a top 3 player in the NBA. Actually, he's top 3. He's a 2-time MVP, won the last 2 MVPs, and he won last year's Defensive Player of the Year. They added Drew Holiday, who's one of the league's best defenders, to that team. I really like the bench additions of Bryn Forbes, Bobby Portis, DJ Augustine, and I think they're going to be title contenders. Like the Clippers, they did lose in round 2 last year. I just can't see it happening again. I can't. Lakers are definitely title contenders. They're probably the heavy favorite to win the finals. After the offseason they had, it was pretty solid. They added Montrezl Harrell. They added Marcus Gasol. Added Dennis Schroeder, Wesley Matthews. They didn't have too many big departures. So they're going to be in there alongside the Bucks and the Clippers. And then this might be my final title contender team. But with a healthy KD, healthy Kyrie, the players they have around them, like Jared Allen, like Landry Shamet, Spencer Dinwiddie, Karis LeVert, they're going to be a good team. And I think they could be a very good team. And, like, I don't think they're going to finish top 2 in the Eastern Conference. Or they might. But, like, I think with injuries and, like, load management will come in effect. I have them. I don't think they'll be an elite regular season team. But fully healthy, them playing every playoff game, they should be there. But hopefully they can. Suns are a fringe playoff team. I don't think they make it. I think there's 8 teams better than them in the Western Conference, but I think they'll be in the play-in tournament, so that's why they're making it. Same with the Pelicans. I think they'll be in the play-in tournament as well, so they are a fringe playoff team. Pistons, first team here, 100% not making the playoffs. They're just not in the Eastern Conference. There's just a lot of teams better than them. The Wizards are a fringe playoff team. I think they'll be in the play-in tournament with, like, the Hawks, the Magic, as well. Nuggets are 100% making the playoffs. I just don't see a way that they don't make it unless Nikola Jokic, knock on wood, has a major injury. Dallas, 100% making the playoffs, not title contenders. Yeah, with Luka Doncic, they added Jalen Green, Tyler Bay, Tyrell Terry, Josh Richardson. Did they hit somebody? Did I say Josh Richardson twice? I don't know. No, I didn't. But yeah, I think they're definitely making the playoffs. I don't see a way they don't. Pacers are interesting. Because they could be the 8th seed, right? Or, I don't know. Let me see if the play-in tournament's the 7th or 8th seed. Okay, it is the 7th to 10th seeds. Okay, so I'm going to say they're a fringe playoff team and they're not 100% making it because I think they'll be in the play. Maybe I'm going to have Portland. Hold on, I'll get back to Portland. Because it is the 7th seed. So, like, I think the reason they're a fringe team, I think they're going to be... I could think they could be the 7th seed, but I just don't know what's going to happen in the play-in tournament. I think they'll have a top 7 record. I don't think they'll miss it and be a 9th or 10th seed going into the tournament. So that's why I'm putting them in fringe and not 100% because I think they'll be in the play-in tournament. And who knows what can happen in those games. We all thought Memphis was going to beat Portland. But I guess they will have the advantage since they'll probably not have to be... They'll probably only need to win like 1 game or they won't have to lose, or they'll have to lose twice. I don't want to do 100% though. I don't. Warriors are also going to be a fringe playoff team just because I think they'll be in the play-in tournament. I do think they're going to have a top 8 record in the Western Conference, but the play-in tournament, it's going to be weird. So I also have the Jazz in there as well because I think these will be the 7th and 8th seeds in the West. So I think they'll be in the play-in tournament. So that's why I have them in fringe playoff teams. Cavs, probably not making it. Yeah, same with the Thunder. Both of these teams, like obviously the Thunder are rebuilding. Cavs, I just don't think they're talented enough. Knicks, there's no way I see them making the playoffs. Hornets, I think, are probably not making it. Oh, and I forgot about Memphis. Wow, okay. Let me do them. But I'm going to do probably not for the Bulls. I just think there's multiple teams like the Wizards, like the Magic, the Hawks, that are better than them in the Eastern Conference. The Grizzlies will be a fringe playoff team. I think they'll be in the play-in tournament or potentially be in it, so that's why I'm putting them on the fringe. Kings could be there, but I'm going to bump them to probably not. I just think the West is so loaded, I don't think they get in. Hornets, do I put them in fringe? Do I think they can get the 10th spot? I do. Like, I could see this being the 7th seed, this being the 8th seed, this being the 9th seed, this being the 10th seed. Yeah, you know what? I'll stick by it. I'm going to say they're probably not going to be in. But hey, they still could. That's why I'm not putting them in 100% not. And Blazers, do I put them in fringe or 100%? See, I'm just nervous because, like, they could be the 6th seed, but hey, they could lose the last game of the regular season and the Warriors could be the 6th seed or something like that, and they're playing in the play-in tournament. I just don't see a way they don't make the playoffs. I'm going to put it in 100%, so that it could be a freezing cold take if that happens at the end of the year. But yeah, this is how I'm going to predict NBA teams where they will finish and ranking them going into the regular season this year and where I think they'll end up and who will win the finals. I do think it'll be one of those 4 teams in title contention. I am recording this on December 6th, so hopefully nothing happens between now and I'm uploading it, but I should be uploading it today. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Also, do you want me to do this for point guards, for shooting guards, for any other position? You guys can let me know that in the comments below. Like I said, drop a thumbs up if you guys do enjoy, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.